Welcome back to Colorado's Best.
Well, if you're working and you're single, it can be really hard to get out there and meet people while you're trying to juggle that full-time job, right?
We know all this all too well. So local matchmaker Hope Rike, is it Rike?
It's Rike.
Rike from It's Just Lunch Denver joins us with some really helpful tips on how to have a really good work life and love life. This is such a great segment because there are so many people out there who are just working, and they don't have the time to find someone. We're going to set this up first of all with singles attracted to ambitious people, and some others are not. So why are we starting with this?
Well, confidence is attractive, right? People who know what they want and are goal-oriented, they can be very sexy. People are drawn to them. So that's something that we see in general. And in fact, some recent studies show that men actually prefer an ambitious woman. But I will hear from female clients a lot that they feel like when they're actually there, they're on a date, that sometimes men seem really intimidated by their career or intimidated by their drive. And at times they even may have to play it down to make the man, take the steps further in the relationship. So
but we don't want any women playing it down.
Exactly.
No. Yeah, so what do you suggest?
Well, I mean, you have to be yourself. And if there is a man who is intimidated by your success, then he's not the right person for you.
Flag.
Yep. You need someone who's going to support you in your career and lift you up, not somebody who's ever going to hold you back, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Denver is full of, very ambitious men and women, very successful.
Yes.
People with a lot of drive. But, how do they find each other?
That is a great question. Well, you could come to us at It's Just Lunch. Actually, in 28 years in business, one of the qualities that we find that our clients specifically ask for is somebody who is driven and ambitious, so that does set that apart. So there is a different level of understanding. In order for a relationship to work, when you do find the person, is that you have to have that good understanding that, there are going to be times that you may have to sacrifice on certain things in the relationship because that person is so driven. So if it's a big project at work, if they need to be staying late or pulling an all-nighter, being supportive and also being understanding. I mentioned confidence before, but that also comes once you have found the person and you're in the relationship. Because if you're insecure and you start thinking something's up every time they need to stay late to work and you don't understand that drive, then it's not going to work. So you really have to support each other in that way and be understanding.
Oh, no, I agree. I met my husband at a TV station. We're both very ambitious and we understand each other's careers. And I think that's the magic to our relationship.
Absolutely. People will ask me all the time is how do you make it work when both of you are highly driven and ambitious people and both of you value your career? And you can do it. It can be more of a challenge, especially if couples get into a habit of trying to one-up each other. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's fun at first, right?
I mean, having that competitive spirit with each other, I mean, that's sexy. That's
and it can be fun and exciting, but resentment can grow if it goes on too long or just gets too intense. So just keeping in mind that a little healthy competition is good. But it's so important when both of you are that ambitious person to just cheer each other on, celebrate when, you have those times that you come home. I got the promotion. I did great today. Whatever it is, my project went amazing. But you really have to be understanding and celebrate each other.
Oh, for sure.
What's your best advice for couples out there just sort of going out, just starting to feel like they might be falling in love? I mean, that's hard to compromise at that point.
Absolutely. It's a balancing act, but it's doable. You just really have to take into consideration every day, hey, my priorities are here, but these are also my priorities. Like you said, we can make it work. You just really have to be aware and have that open communication in your relationship.
Sure. We took turns with our jobs. He followed me to a city, then I followed him. So
it's about compromise and cheering each other on.
You bet.
And celebrating each other.
Thanks a lot, Hope. And we love your outfit.
Thank you very much.
Thumbs up. For more information, just call It's Just Lunch Denver. The number is 303-223-0280. You can also go online to itsjustlunchddenver.com.